Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk.
And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Niners 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Lance. And this one too low.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here we go,
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1.
Score time 7-7.
Ready. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. Okay, so after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On play action, Lance. That's complete left side to Gray.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Catch by Brandon Ayuk there, and you can see the potential he has to be a big-time playmaker. Over 800 yards as an NFL sophomore, still chasing that first 1,000-yard season. Nice catch there to move the chains.
He's got Ayuk once again.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the 49ers have taken the lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Cut back in! Cut back in!
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing now is Geno. This complete to Lockett. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Back to Walker on 1st down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Now Geno on 1st down. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Again, Smith.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1800.
To throw is Smith. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here we go.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Sammy Ryan. Ready.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
Ready, set.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now it's Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Jason Myers with the 4th down.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, set. Shot, 17. Set.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On first down, Smith. It's caught. Block it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Geno down to throw.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 38, Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. And they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
79 Broncos. 19 White. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Down inside the 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
From the 39, Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Lance now on first down.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, McCaffrey.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Lance now on third and goal.
Touchdown! George Kittle.
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 21. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Lance.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5.
And Lance now to throw.
Hard throw, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Gold is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Charvarius Ward in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First down, Seahawks.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Walker with another carry.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. And this
is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style.